As a coffee roaster and a coffee content creator, the most frequently asked question I get is how do I enjoy black coffee? It's always on the minds of people. It seems to be a conundrum where people just can't find a good quality coffee to brew them black coffee. If you're sitting here watching this video right now and you're like, hey, that's me, I can't drink black coffee, do not fear. Learning to drink black coffee, finding an appreciation for black coffee can be a learned skill and something you develop. I'm evidence of that. When I first started drinking coffee, I started with lattes and stuff like that from Starbucks with a ton of sugar in them. And then when I started brewing coffee at home, I used milk. Typically when people think about black coffee or you talk to someone about drinking it, they put their boundaries up and they have these horrible nightmare flashbacks to bitter, harsh, drive-through coffee that just tastes awful. And the only reason you're drinking it is simply for the caffeine hit. There's no enjoyment out of it. But coffee has come such a long way, and the quality of it is only getting better with the rise of specialty coffee, which is becoming more and more accepted in society. Right off the bat, I do want to preface that you do not have to drink your coffee black. There is no law or rule that states in order to be a true coffee drinker, you must drink it black. You don't have to suffer if you don't like black coffee. There's no badge, there's no sticker, there's no award. You don't reach some higher level of enlightenment if you enjoy your coffee black. The first rule when it comes to drinking coffee and drinking specialty coffee, just like Fight Club, don't talk about it. No, on a serious note here, the first rule is to drink coffee the way you enjoy it. If that's with milk, if that's with sugar, if that's with creamer, triple, quadruple, a Wayne Gretzky even, it does not matter. Drink coffee how you want to drink it, to enjoy it. That's all that truly matters. But if you do want to start drinking black coffee, hopefully this video can point you in the right direction. One of the best things you can do on your journey to start enjoying black coffee is to experiment with different brew methods. Find a brewing method that makes coffee the way you enjoy it naturally. For me, that's the Chemex. When I first started getting into specialty coffee and brewing my own coffee at home, I used an automatic drip coffee maker. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I couldn't drink black coffee from it. I had to put a little bit of cream or a little bit of milk in there to enjoy my coffee. So when I discovered the Chemex, it really helped enhance my taste palette and help me dive into black coffee and learn to enjoy it. Now I can drink black coffee with any brewing method, but the Chemex is what helped open that door for me. Now, of course, I'm not saying you have to run out and go buy a Chemex in order to start enjoying black coffee, but please experiment. Maybe it's a French press for you. Maybe it's the AeroPress. Maybe an automatic drip coffee maker is perfectly fine, or maybe you do want to go the route of pour over. Just experiment, try a few different ones, and see which one is going to work the best for you, because each brewing method is going to alter the way your coffee tastes. Now, personally, one of the things that I always suggest, and something that really helped me on my journey to drinking black coffee, is to drink cold brew and iced coffee. Cold brews and iced coffees are brewing methods that usually produce a little bit of a sweeter, less bitter, less acidic type of coffee, which is easier on your taste palate to pick up on. Often these coffees are going to taste very refreshing and are just going to be great, nice, relaxing drinks to drink, and almost trick yourself into not knowing that you're drinking black coffee. Personally, I really recommend starting with a cold brew coffee. It's almost exactly like drinking black coffee, just it's brewed cold. You can also store containers of cold brew in your fridge for later, so if you don't have a lot of time to make coffee every morning, cold brew can be a great way to start. You also don't have to wait for cold brew coffee to cool down to be able to enjoy it. You can just drink it right away. So it has a natural sweetness to it, it's a little bit less acidic, less bitter. It's an all-around win. It's cold coffee, but it's really, really good. One of the most important things you can do on your journey to liking black coffee is buying good quality coffee that's been properly roasted by a local specialty roaster. If you're buying poor quality coffee or coffee that is stale and has sat on grocery store shelves for months and months, you're not going to get the best taste value. You may even find your coffee being a lot more bitter, and it might be more difficult to drink it black. Coffee that has been properly roasted in small batches by a local roaster is far less likely to be bitter and is going to be more versatile. There's so many different ways for you to brew it at home and find enjoyment out of it. Plus, it's always going to be fresh. This is probably the biggest factor in finding good quality coffee that you can enjoy black. Another super important thing you can do is experiment and be open to different types of coffee. And I mean this in a couple of different ways. The first is with the tasting notes and origins of the coffee. Try multiple different origins and multiple different flavor notes. Some that taste like chocolate and nuts, and some that taste like fruits. See which ones resonate best with your own taste palette and go from there. Second of all, look into the different types of roast levels. Light roast, when done well, will almost have like a tea-like finish to it. So if you're more of a tea drinker and you're wanting to experiment with black coffee, light roast could be perfect for you. Medium Medium roast is where I camp out. It has a nice full body to it and usually a natural good sweetness in there. Dark roast, on the other hand, usually has a very bold flavor profile, and it often scares people away. So maybe try a light or a medium first, and then work your way up to the darker tasting coffee. Quick disclaimer, there's nothing wrong with black coffee. I know it gets a bad rep in specialty circles, but a properly well-roasted dark roast coffee is going to be amazing. But if you're just getting into black coffee, maybe start with a light or a medium roast. Another tip is to kind of condition your mind as to think, why are you drinking this black coffee? Now, health benefits aside, a lot of people like myself who are really into coffee, we drink black coffee so that we can taste specific things. The rise of specialty coffee and more craft small batch roasters, we're getting high quality coffee that actually tastes like something. You get coffee that tastes like chocolate, like nuts, like fruits, all these really cool unique tastes that actually taste good when you drink them. The days of bitter, harsh, blank tasting coffee are gone, thankfully. Take this cup right here. It's roasted by me. It's my own special blend of coffee. You get caramel and chocolate flavor notes mixed in with a nice undertone of cherry. It's absolutely delightful in a cup. At this point in my coffee journey, my taste palette has learned to pick up on the subtle flavors in black coffee, and that's really enjoyable for me. So most people are drinking black coffee to pick up on the subtle flavor notes or to taste the quality of the coffee, because when there's no cream, there's no dairy, there's no sugar in there, nothing gets in the way. You can just taste the pure quality of the coffee and really pick up on the subtle flavor notes. So next time you go to drink a cup of black coffee, wait for it to cool down. That's a very important factor as well. And just take a little tiny sip and ask yourself, what am I tasting in here? Am I tasting chocolate? Am I tasting nuts? Am I tasting cherry, honey? What am I tasting in here? And go throughout your drinking a cup of coffee thinking that, asking yourself those questions. What are the tasting notes I am picking up on? Tasting notes in coffee can be very subtle, so don't worry if you're not picking up on anything at first, but just go into every sip thinking, what am I picking up? What are these unique flavors? And allowing yourself to drink it black will allow you to pick up on those flavors even more. Of course, one of the most simple ways to start drinking black coffee is just to slowly subtract things that are in your coffee. Start by getting rid of the sugar. Then slowly less cream, less sugar, less dairy until you can tolerate the taste of black coffee. So that is totally an option as well for you. Believe it or not, this is how I like to enjoy my coffee on a daily basis. Just a nice cup of black coffee from a Chemex pour over. And no, I'm not crazy. You may have horrible memories of black coffee, bitter, harsh, diner kind of coffee, but let me assure you, coffee has come a long way. Now with the advancements of specialty coffee and better roasting equipment, black coffee is more rich, it's more full body, and it's got a pleasant taste to it if you know what you're getting. So don't be afraid of the old school version of black coffee. Dive into the new version of black coffee. It'll change your world. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video and hopefully took away some pointers on how to start drinking black coffee. Remember, first and foremost, there's no pressure to drink black coffee. Only drink the coffee that you like the most. But if you do want to start your journey to black coffee, hopefully the tips in the video today will help you. A lot of what it takes to start drinking black coffee comes from experimenting with different types of coffee and different types of coffee brewing methods. So open your eyes a little bit here, explore the world of coffee, and find something that works best for you. For me, that was pour over coffee, and that kind of unlocked the door, and now I can drink black coffee with any brewing method. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and share it with a coffee lover you know that needs to start drinking black coffee or wants to start drinking black coffee. And leave me a comment down below what kind of coffee you drink and how did you learn to start drinking black coffee. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. My name is Caitlin. I'm a coffee roaster from Toronto, Canada, and I just want to make specialty coffee more accessible and fun. I'll catch you guys in the next video.